Okay. So get yourself in a comfortable position. We're going to be moving our legs around a bit in the seated posture because we're going to be here for a while. So again, if you need to pop up onto a chair at any point, please feel free to do so. I want you to make yourself comfortable and make this practice really work for you today. I have the idea of the whole begin again, begin again, begin again. So when things start to seem like you're just had enough of something, just give yourself that mantra, begin again with like a beginner's mind and a fresh sense of just wonder and curiosity and exploration. So I have a poem by Donna Faulds that I want to read during centering. So let's get situated. So shift the gift side to side and get your sitting bones connected to the earth. Place your hands onto your thighs to help you lengthen your spine up and draw your shoulders up towards your ears a few times. Breathing in through the nose and out through an open mouth. And just welcome yourself to your practice as you transition from whatever you were doing before to the here and now. Just be present with what is and be mindful of how your body is feeling today. And practice your yoga and your breathing with what you have. And then every pose will be a begin again, begin again. If it doesn't feel right, just make adjustments and begin again, okay? So this is a practice of exploration. So take a moment now to explore the inner landscape of your body, noticing where you are going to have to pay special attention and protect. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose now. Let's begin to notice how the breath swirls around the body and take it to those places and spaces that you need most tender, loving kindness to. Beginning to soften areas that might feel a little tight or tense. Just allow them to very gently, very mindfully, taking your awareness directly to those spots. See if you can't just allow some softening. Beginning to slow the breath and deepen the breath. Allowing the belly to soften so that when you breathe in, the belly can expand. And as you exhale, a gentle contraction of that belly. Breathing in, the belly softens and rounds and the side ribs expand. Chest broadens, exhaling, an easy, gentle contraction. Just take a few moments to notice how the solitude, the quiet of your space fills the quiet of your body. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I calm my body. There's nowhere else we need to be right now. Nothing else we need to be doing. Just find your breath. Maybe not. Begin somewhere. Take one deep breath and dive. Plunge into the core of your most persistent fear or your greatest joy. Grow comfortable with the act of exploration. Well, maybe not comfortable, but confident of your ability to be sure-footed on slick rocks. Steady while the wind gusts. Well, maybe not entirely confident, but willing to set out despite persistent doubts, breathing your way into whatever you are facing. Well, maybe not even all that willing, but you take it anyway, that first step to the unknown. Courage is starting where there is no secure outcome, no sure result. The secret is you can begin again at any time. Take one deep breath and dive. And bringing the hands to the heart space, Now, courage is stepping forward even though we don't know the outcome. So letting go of outcomes, letting go of expectations to outcomes, and just begin again, begin again, begin again. Full breath in, and as you exhale, lower your hands to your heart with the hands in Anjali Mudra and set an intention for class today. And if you don't have one, I offer you the thought about just being open and exploring to the thought of begin again. Lower the hands down to the thighs, lift the head back up, and just roll the shoulders a few times. Start to get a little bit of movement in the body. Breathe in and breathe out. And then we're going to start with this right arm and just allow it to swing. Whoops, give yourself lots of space. I should have said that. Just allow that arm to swing forward and back. This is kind of like loose coat sleeve sitting. Just let it flop forward and back. And then take it up to the diagonal and back and away. So sweep it up and back. Keep your breathing moving in and out. And then we're going to try some figure eights with this arm. So make some big old figure eights. Notice how the shoulder is feeling. There's some freedom of movement of this arm. And then shake that one out. We'll go to the other side. So first swing it in front and back. Notice if one side feels a little bit more open or more resistant. Connect with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Just freedom, exploration, movement. And then take it from low to high, back behind you and up overhead. If your shoulders are not feeling it today, just take it to the range of motion that you can keep as much looseness as possible. And then let's try those nice figure eights. Just sweep them around. This feels really good standing up too. You ever just have a moment to want to get the shoulders moving around? Breathing in and breathing out. Good. And then take the arms out to the side and wrap yourself in those big Michael Phelps hugs. So taking one arm over top and then switching to the other side, give yourself a little pat on the back, saying, I'm doing the best that I can. Negative self-talk is so destructive. So we want to just stay positive and say nice, kind things to ourselves, and then shake that out. Good. Okay, let's move into some torso circles now. So get the sitting bones grounded, and from that place, lengthen up from your spine. And this is getting a little bit of opening in the side hips and in the lower back. You can have your hands to support or not. If you want a little more core work, keep the hands loose and then go the other direction. Unstirring, right? Untangling. Begin again. Begin again. Every day is a new chance for beginning. What is it? Thich Nhat Hanh says, every day we have 24 brand new hours to explore. All right, sit still, get grounded and rooted. And we're gonna imagine, well, not imagine, but you've got this rib cage here and you've got a spinal cord. Say, now you get to imagine that it's in the center of it. And I want you to stir, keep your pelvis steady, put your hands on your ribs if that helps, and stir your rib cage around your spinal cord. It's a super subtle movement. And you may feel some subtle twinges in your back. If you do, just back off of it and then go the other direction. So we're moving from the rib cage and it's super subtle. Now, can you make a figure eight with your rib cage? You may have to shift side to side a little bit. This is a lot of core work here. So you really want to draw that belly in and up and keep the core nice and strong. Good. Good. All right, you got it. And then let's extend the legs out. They've been crunched up for a while. Give those knees a little rub, a little hug, the thighs a little rub, a little hug, and just rock them back and forth. Let them be floppy. So just as we were keeping the head of the arm bone floppy in the shoulder socket, keep the head of the leg bone as loose as you can in the pelvic socket. All right. Now we're going to crisscross our legs, go in the other direction now. So if you remember which way you had them crisscrossed, take them the other way. So I usually go like that, so I'm going to switch. Remember, if you need support of blankets or blocks under your thighs, then that's fine. Press your hands into your thighs and lengthen, and start to slowly turn your head side to side. Breathing in and breathing out as you turn your head. No hurry, just be curious about kind of looking around your room for something new to see. If you've done any decorating. Now, this is not where you're looking for dust bunnies and places you need to clean. You're looking for just something new perspective. Even though you've been around these walls for lots of days now, that's okay. And then bring your head back to center. Take your left fingertips out to the side on spider fingers and just gently tip your head over to the right side. Walk your fingertips out another 1/4 inch, soften your shoulder down, and feel that nice stretch from your earlobe to your shoulder, all the way down your fingertips. Breathing in and breathing out. Just, if this is where you may be holding tension, your neck will speak to you here, so that's some good awareness for you. All right, slowly bring your hand back to your thigh and sweep your chin back towards your chest. Take the tension out of your neck and lift your head back up. Good. Walk your fingertips out the other side. Lengthen the spine and gently tip your head like a confused puppy. Look in the other direction. And spider finger walk your right fingertips another 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch further till you feel something that feels like a stretch. Soften your shoulder down. And then just breathe and release. Easier said than done. Just let go. Right between the earlobe and the shoulder, that particular space. One more breath. And then walk the hand back, lift the head up, and just bobble the head back and forth. All right. Fingertips onto the shoulders. Just make some nice circles with the elbows. And go the other direction. And do you have your weights nearby? Elbows touch and elbows away. Think about where your weights are, because we're going to grab those in a second. Just open up through the back body. Stay connected with the breath. Good. One more, open and shut. And shake it out. And mindfully grab your weights, even though we're just sitting. Okay. And let's start with the wrist. So place your left hand on your left knee and just lift and lower the wrist. And maybe we can do both at the same time. So if you're able to hang your weights over some part of your body so that you can use your hands to lift the weights up, that will be helpful. Lift and lower. These are those vulnerable wrist bones that like to not behave should there be an accident taking us downward toward the earth. All right, now turn your palms up and lift and lower the weights. Give your forearms a little squeeze. Okay. All right, set those down for a moment. Take the arms out to the side, curl the fingertips, and rotate the shoulders forward. Open the palms up and turn like it's, imagine you're holding a great big doorknob. And then roll the shoulders forward from the shoulder joint. And just notice what you got going on these shoulder joints. Your body's speaking to you all the time. Good, couple more. Good. Now curl the fingers in and open them quickly. Curl them in, open them quickly. Curl, open. Get some heat built up in those hands, in those forearms. Got it. Woo, couple more. Feeling that. Notice if one hand's moving a little faster than the other. Good. And then lower the hands down. Roll the shoulders out. Keep your left fingertips on the earth. Reach the right arm up overhead. Now, pretend like you're holding a tray with your right hand. So press out through the heel of your hand, palms facing up towards the sky. So stretch across the back of your wrist and push up like you're trying to press your palm into the ceiling. And then walk your left fingertips back behind you just a bit and press the palm into the earth. So you're pressing up toward heaven and pushing down toward earth. Stretching slightly on the diagonal from the heel of the hand to the heel of the opposite hand. One more breath here. Good. Now walk your left fingertips out to the left side, come up on spider fingers and turn your palm facing forward. Lift and lengthen, root down through that right side and crescent over towards the left. Spider finger walk your left fingers out to the left side. So this is pressing those left fingertips into the earth and reaching long and tall with the right hand. Now here's an option for you. Stay here or take that left hand, turn the palm up and frame your face with both arms. Really using that side body muscle. Now can you join your, make a fist with your hand and try to join your thumbs together? Lower the arm down a little bit and join thumbs together. Proprioceptive awareness. I can never find my thumbs. A couple more. This is strengthening the side body while also doing some, well, I have to cheat. Good. And then reach both arms up overhead. Lower your right fingertips down. Spider finger, walk them out a bit. Stay on spider fingers and crescent over towards that right side. Keep walking your right fingers out. So you're getting a nice stretch across both arms and the side body. So what happened to your left sit bone? Can you press that back down and root? Stay here or turn that right palm up. Frame your face with your arms. And then if it was fun, try that proprioceptive thumb tap again, lifting and lowering the right arm, joining the thumbs. I can't find them. There it is. Let's do two more. Oh, that's kind of scary. I'm going to cheat again. Teach my body where it needs to be. Then lift the side body back up. Bring the palms together, hands to the heart. Hands on the thighs now. Cat cow, round the back body, slide those hands over the knees, chin to the chest. Stay here for just a moment. Feel the stretch across the back of the shoulders. And then lengthen your spine back up, sit tall. Slide your hands down your thighs, heels of the hands to the hips, lift up through the heart and draw your elbows toward each other behind you. Stay here for just a breath or two. Notice what you notice about the whole length of the spine and the front body. Big breath here, and then as you exhale, go back to cat pose. Chin to the chest, round your back. And inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, open the chest. And two more times. Exhaling, rounding. Inhale, lift. And exhale, rounded cat. Draw that belly in and up. And inhale, lift. Nice. Come back to neutral. Take the arms out to the side and wrap yourself in that big Michael Phelps hug again. Soften your shoulders. Take your elbows to the left and take your eye gaze over your right shoulder. I always think of glamorous movies with this. I don't know why. I don't think they pose like this, but open the arms out to the side, twist back to center, put the other arm on top, and look over that shoulder. Easy twist. And come back to center, open the arms out, reach the arms up overhead. Lengthen the spine, palms together, and lower the hands down to the heart. Extend the legs out again. Loosen the knees, loosen the hip joint. And this is where you want to find your blocks. So everything is always sitting near you, right? All your goodies are within arm's reach. And come to diamond posture. So I'm going to use the blocks under my thighs because it just feels better. If you don't need it, don't use it. Diamond posture is the soles of my feet toward each other. I'm going to have my weights nearby as well. All right, you need to decide if this feels good for you, because if it doesn't, come to a comfortable seat that works better, because we're going to use some weights now. If you found that your spine is really rounded in diamond posture, it's not the posture for you today for doing weights. So go to a posture that works, all right, so that your spine can come long and tall. And find your weights. We're going to do some little core strengthening with this posture in and of itself, but then just reaching the arms up overhead with the weights, and just hold it here for a moment. Draw the belly in and up. Feel the length of the spine, the strength of the core. Bring the elbows back down, hands to the shoulders. Keep that core strong. Imagine this is more of a core workout than it is a shoulder workout. All right, so really draw that awareness to that deep core muscle, the Queen's cough. And I don't know, I'm like so hooked on the crown right now. So try that little Queen's cough. Let's do 3 more. The Queen's cough is to help you to find your deep belly muscle. when you cough, your muscle will bounce into your belly. Good. And then lower those arms down and roll the shoulders out. All right, bring the arms to goalpost now. So elbows are bent, elbows are in line with the shoulders. Now here you have an option of lifting the knees as you bring the weights in front of you, palms face forward, elbows are pressing forward, and then open the knees back out, come to goalpost. So it's working the legs a little bit, still the core, because now you're having to keep the spine long while at the same time focusing on the strength of the legs. The option is to just sit still, sit in a chair, and do your goalpost. Okay, so lots of options for you. I need you to take what works for you today. Let's just do 2 more. And open. Last one. Good. And open. Those are always challenging. Lower the weights down, roll the shoulders out. All right, let's move the weights off to the side, or the blocks and the weights off to the side for a moment, and stretch those legs out. So take the legs out to a nice wide forward fold and come up on the heels of the feet. Hands are going to come under the thighs. Okay, press the hands into the thighs. Use that to help your spine get long and tall and lift up through your heart. A little bit of cat-cow here. Now round the back body, chin to the chest, curl in. I want you to notice the difference in where your sitting bones are too. So notice the sit bones are tucked under. Now we're going to pull our heart forward as we use our hands on our thighs to help lift. And notice how the sitting bones shifted to an anterior tilt. One more time. Tip that pelvic bowl back. Soup is spilling out the backside. Posterior tilt. And then lengthen back up. Come into not necessarily a cow pose, but just a nice open heart. Now widen your knees as far as they're willing to go. Get really good length in your spine, and then hinge forward just a smidgy. Hinge forward. So this is taking the pelvis out of the picture and the spine out of the picture. And then slowly start to slide your heels down, and you'll already be forward just a bit. So I'll do a little side view so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so lift back up. Bend the knees on the heels of the feet, lengthen your spine, hinge forward just a bit, and then try to maintain that hinging as you slide the knees, slide the feet down. And then we'll lift back up. We'll do that one more time. This is Doug Keller's way of helping you to stretch out through the hamstring while you're keeping the pelvis out of the way. So hinge forward. And then keep the spine long, and you may not get your legs all the way straight. Take the legs as straight as they'll go, but not compromising the back. We don't want to hinge. We want to keep the spine nice and long. Now press out through the heels of your feet. See if you can release your hands and bring your hands out in front of you. Press your hands into the floor to get nice and tall. And then if it's right for you today, slowly start to walk the hands forward just a little bit until you feel something that feels like a stretch on the inner thighs. Behind the knees, keep pressing out through the heels of the feet. Find your breath. Nice. Stay there for another breath. And then slowly press back up. Hands come behind the knees again, lift them up and draw them toward each other. So we're coming into staff pose or Dandasana. Flex the feet now, hands come back behind you. Press the hands back behind you to lift tall, and this may be enough right here. Just sitting here nice and tall with the feet pressing out through the heel of the feet. Plug the head of the leg bone into your pelvis, lift and spread your toes, pressing the hands into the floor. Use that to help lengthen your spine. And does everyone feel something of a stretch behind your hamstrings, behind your knees? I do. So you can stay right here, or if you feel like you want to lengthen that spine, as long as the spine stays tall and long, hinge forward just a smidge. Don't have to if you don't need to, right? Try not to lead with your chin or your head. Keep the head in line with the spine and just hinge forward with the hip crease and then lead with the heart. Nice, good. Lift back up, one more breath. Nice and tall, and then if it's right for you, keep pressing out through the heels of the feet and hinge forward. Good, nice. and lift back up. All right, take your feet and windshield wipe them back and forth a bit. Maybe you even want to take them side to side as if you lean back and come up on the heels of your feet. All right, we are going to come to standing, okay? So come to standing whatever way works best for you. What you're going to need is 2 blocks, your weights nearby, and your balance prop, whether that's a chair or actually, yeah, here's what I want. I want your balance prop or wall, something on your left side. So I'm going to use a chair just because it's easiest. You're going to need this, okay? And I'm going to have a block right next to my balance prop. And then everything else is off my mat for safety. Okay? Let you get situated there. And if you are waiting on us, just go ahead and do some loose coat sleeves. So we'll all gather into loose coat sleeves. And I'm going to push myself back a little bit more. And it's time to start wearing those coats again, isn't it? Woo, getting chilly willy out there. But that doesn't mean we can't bundle up and keep walking, right? That's what I keep convincing myself. All right, slow that down, shake it out, and come to your mountain pose. Find your breath. Reach the arms up overhead, full breath in, and exhale. Take your arms through that warm honey. Keep them active and engaged. Inhale, gaze between the hands. Look up between the hands if that works for your neck today. What do you feel in your core when you're doing this? Are you just going through the motions? Are you staying active and engaged, using the Queen's Cup to find that core? And lower back down. All right, hands on your balance prop. All right, and we're going to practice first with the feet. So what we're ending up doing is a crescent with the leg back behind to get a really good stretch in that right fascial line. So we're going to start by putting holding on to the balance prop. Take that right leg and place it behind you on the block. Okay, so you have your balance prop and your block nearby. All right, and try to keep your hip points facing forward. All right, everybody there? Let me give you a second to get situated. Oh, a noodle balance prop, I like it. All right, reach the right arm up overhead and then crescent over toward that left side. The leg is crossed behind you, so you can take it back as far as you feel comfortable to get that stretch trying to stretch out through the psoas here too. Soften your left shoulder down, so don't keep it up around your ear. Then use your side body muscles to lift back up, lower the arm down, and then if you feel like you want to, push the block out of the way or continue using the block as an assist. All right, we're going to take that right foot back behind us now. See if you can get it as straight as possible back there. Squeeze toward the midline, lengthen up through the spine, reach your right arm up overhead, and crescent over to that side. Try not to lean forward into this. Keep leaning right up through your mountain pose. Press those back toes into the earth, push the back thigh bone, that back right thigh bone back, so you can really get that stretch in the hip flexor region. One more breath. All right, use the strength of the side body, lower the arm, uncross the leg. Take the feet, stay on this side. We're going to do a lot on one side first and then we'll switch. Come to goddess legs. So a nice, maybe wider base of support in your goddess than you're used to. We've stretched our inner thighs already. So we want to use that to deepen our goddess pose if that's right for you today. Feet are at a 45-degree angle. Tailbone is pointing straight down. Your butt's not sticking out. So let's start with the legs. So track the knees over the shoulder, bend the knees. Open up through the inner thighs, press the knees back and away. Press the feet into the earth, so push the feet into the earth to activate and engage, and then get those goddess legs working. Reach the arms up overhead if you feel safe here, or hold on to your chair. Take the elbows back and down, roll the shoulders back, lift up through your heart space just a bit, spread the fingers wide. Draw that belly in and point your tailbone down even more. Find your breath. Good. One more breath here. Strong legs. Lower the hands down to the thighs, bringing right shoulder to left knee for a stretch across that side body, the back body. Now you should feel a stretch in the QL region, the quadratus lumborum. Come back to center and go the other direction. One more time each way with the breath. Inhale straight. Exhale, right shoulder to left knee. Feel the stretch. This is, again, just not going through the motions, but lift back up, but really trying to find that stretch in your body where it works best for you. And then come back to center. Oh, I get to straighten the legs. And reach the arms up overhead. We're going to see if you can heel toe your feet into mountain pose, Urdhva Astasana. Draw that belly in and up. Lower the arms back down, holding onto the chair. Here comes your balance challenge. Find your space, find your mountain pose. As you inhale, reach that right arm up overhead and lift the heels up. Stay here, or if you feel balanced, you can feather tap or reach the other arm up. You're on your toes. Draw that belly in and up. One more breath, and as you exhale, lower the heels, come to chair pose. Shift the weight to the heels of your feet. Start to bend the knees, sink the arms down in front of you, palms facing forwards, fingers spread wide. Nice chair pose here. If you choose, shift your weight to the fronts of the feet and try to lift the heels up. Holding onto the chair is absolutely fine. One more breath. Exhale. And then lower the feet back down. Reach the arms up overhead, straighten the knees, bring the palms together, and lower the hands down to the heart. Holding onto the chair with the left hand. Peel the right foot up off the floor, shifting your weight to that left foot. Keep the toe connected if that's where you are today, or if you're able, lift that right leg up. Hold on to some part of your leg that's comfortable and take the leg out to the side, lift it, or tapping side to side. Again, wherever you are today is exactly where you're supposed to be. 2 more breaths, tapping or lifting and taking that leg side to side. Next time that leg is out to the side, lower the toe down to the earth, shift your weight evenly on both feet, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Roll the shoulders back for an extended, grounded tree pose. One more breath here, and if you choose, stay here or shift your weight to the left, slide your right toes to your left heel. And again, stay here or hold on and bring the foot up onto the calf for tree pose. Press the foot into the leg into the foot, open up through the hip. Maybe consider releasing the hands together. And ultimately, if you choose, reaching the arms overhead. One arm on the chair, one arm overhead, you decide. Find your breath. Good. Hands come together, foot comes forward, knee comes forward, lower the hands to the heart, the foot to the floor. And then take your feet wide, make a nice circle with the hips. How'd that feel? Now we're going to do that whole series on the other side. So take your balance prop to the other side or turn around and face the chair, face the other direction. You're going to have your block next to your balance prop on your right side. A little back behind you. All right, come to your mountain pose. Everybody look situated. Tailbone down. Hold on to the chair. Shift your weight to the right and send the left foot behind you, toes on the block. Squeeze the legs toward the midline, tailbone toward the earth, belly draws in. Reach the left arm up overhead, ground down through that foot. So press the foot into the block and crescent over toward that right side. Soften your right shoulder down. Find your breath. Squeeze. If you feel balanced, you can feather tap or reach the right fingers down toward the earth. Use your side body muscles to lift back up, lower your arm down, and uncross your foot. We're going to do that a second time, either using the block if you choose or pushing the block out of the way. Find your mountain pose. Cross your left leg behind your right leg. Squeeze toward the midline. Press the back left toes into the earth. Reach the left arm up overhead as the tailbone lengthens toward the heels, crescent over towards that right side. Soften your right shoulder down. Either hold on to the chair or draw the fingertips down to the earth. Some of you may even want to lower the head down and look at the toes behind you. One more breath. Good. Lift back up, uncross the legs, lower the, lower the arm down. We're going to skip goddess here and go straight to reaching that right arm, left arm up overhead again. Lift the heels up. Keep the right hand connected to the earth or reach the right arm to meet the left arm. Lower the heels if that feels better for you, you choose. And then as you're ready, lower the heels down, shift the weight to the heels of your feet, lower the arms directly in front of you, palms facing forward, fingers spread wide, head of the arm bone plugged into your shoulder, into your chair pose. One breath here. Good. Lift the heels if that's interesting for you. Nice. And then lower the heels, lower the arms, come back to standing. Shift the weight to the right side, holding on. Peel the left heel up or the entire foot up, holding on to the leg or not. Take that leg forward, out to the side, and back forward again. You can hold on or not, whatever works for you. Feel that opening in that left hip. Next time that left hip is out to the left, lower the toes down, keep the heel lifted, shift the weight evenly to both feet, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Open, grounded tree pose. Breathing in, breathing out. The intention is to press those left toes into the earth. Use that to open up that knee toward the side. If you feel like you want to, slide the left toes to the right ankle. Hold on to your balance prop if you need. Keep your core engaged as you lengthen your tailbone toward the earth. Stay here or hold on to the chair. Lift the left foot up to the calf. Reach the arms up or do whatever your tree dictates at this time. And smile. Begin again, begin again, begin again if you need to. It's okay, we're exploring. One more breath. Lower the arms down, lower the foot down. Shake it out. Good. Okay, the light is giving me a headache. I'm gonna turn it off. I've got new toys and I'm just not loving them. I hope that's okay. Whew. Okay. Grab your blocks. Okay, and we're going to place the blocks. You're going to use the chair or the blocks. So let me show you what you're getting into. We're going to do warrior pose to pyramid. So you can use the chair, the wall, or the blocks. So it's just so you know what you are getting into. Okay, I'll demo with the blocks. All right, so coming to warrior one, stand a little bit ahead of your blocks or your feet under the chair. Let's step that right foot back with the heel down into warrior one. Hip points are facing forward. The back right glute is squeezing and you're pressing your right foot into the earth. Let everybody get situated here. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Take a bend to that front knee. Reach the arms up overhead. Lift up through your heart. So from the pelvis to the crown of the head, gain 1/2 inch. And then bend the elbows to goalpost, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Hands come to the hips now, straighten the front knee. Take your hand to that left hip crease, and we're going to send the left hip crease back as we hinge forward into a starting point of the pyramid. So you're either going to hold on to your chair, your thighs, or if you can keep your spine straight, your blocks. Everything is all right. Whichever one you choose is just where you need to be today. Try to balance the weight on both feet. Take one more breath here. Feel that stretch in the front hamstring. Push some weight in the back heel. Take a soft bend to the front knee, back to warrior legs. Hands come onto the thigh, press back up, reach the arms overhead, palms together, lower the hands down to the heart, and step the back foot forward in whatever way works for you. Shake it out. Hands on the hips. Let's send that left foot back in warrior. Nice wide base of support, everybody. Don't make this part your balance challenge. Nice wide base of support. I want you to get strong here, not worry so much about balance. Take a bend to that front knee, squeeze the back left glute, press the back thigh bone up, weight distribute on both feet. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lengthen from the pelvis to the crown, so go a ½ inch taller, and then come to your goalpost arms, roll the shoulders back. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands coming to the hips, lift up through the heart space, right hip creases back as you hinge forward into your pyramid pose, nice straight back. Hands come onto the chair, the thighs, or the blocks. What's happened to your feet and legs? Evenly distributed weight. One more breath, feel the stretch intense in that front thigh. Breathe in and breathe out. Soften the front knee, coming back to warrior one legs, hands on the thighs, press back up so the torso is long, reach the arms overhead, big breath in, palms together, and lower the hands down to the heart. Step the back foot forward in whatever way works for you and shake it out. Your feet should be between the blocks now, or in front, or you're standing in front of the chair. We're going to do our forward fold torso strengthening with chair pose. So it just looks like going from chair to a belly on the forward fold, to straightening the knees, coming back to belly on the thighs, lifting up back into chair, and then standing up, okay? So you decide how far and deep you want to go into this. Feet are happy distance apart. Get grounded and rooted. Shift your weight to the heels of your feet and start to bend the knees and sink the sitting bones back into your first chair. Now press your hands into each other. Get the shoulders activated, engaged. Draw the belly in and up and lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Chair. All right, bring the hands onto the thighs. Hinge from your hip crease and bring the belly onto the thighs. Hands stay on the thighs or reach for your blocks. Maybe bring your blocks in front of you a little bit. Allow the crown of the head to release toward the earth. Breathing in and out. Begin to press through the back of the top of the thigh bone. So you start to straighten the knees just a little bit, not rounding the spine. Just take it to where it's comfortable for you. And as you exhale, bend the knees slightly. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. My belly's still resting on my thighs. One more inhale. And as you exhale, come back to shifting the weight to the heels of your feet. Come to your chair legs. Hands come onto the thighs or the heart. Just press the torso up. These thighs are screaming at you right now. One more breath. And then press the feet into the earth. Feel the release. Lower the hands down. Roll the shoulders back. Very nice. Shake everything out. Okay. Doing okay? Being mindful? Dancing a little bit? Dance yoga? There you go. I see it, Penny. Okay. There you go. Good. I love dancing. Everybody dance. Okay. We're going to do our warrior poses, our lateral warrior poses. So we're going to do a wide forward fold in between. So set your blocks up to whatever height you need for a nice wide forward fold. Okay. So that you can build it any way you want. Okay. And put it in the middle of you and take your feet laterally on the mat. So Claudia, are you okay straddling the mat like that? Rather than being lateral to it. I don't want you to slide on the carpet. Okay, good. All right, nice wide stance. We're going to do something a little different today, believe it or not. We're going to do the extended side angle pose into triangle. So starting with that right foot, turn your right toes forward. And we're doing this Colleen's way, because I love Colleen. She's my mentor, and she's a grandma now. Woo! All right, turn your torso towards your front right thigh. Bend your front knee first. Bring your, can I start over? Start over. Come back to wide. I was mirroring, but I don't want to mirror because I'm facing this way. Okay. I think, does that make sense? Oh, God, lights. Sorry. Pounding. Roll the shoulders back. We'll do the same thing. Turn the right toes facing forward. Lengthen your spine and turn your torso now towards your front right thigh. I was right. Lengthen up, take a bend to that front right knee. And then we're going to take that right forearm and you just hold it onto your thigh if you need, or bring the forearm onto your thigh with your palm facing up. So my torso's facing the front. All right. Now we're going to use this left hand on your hip to roll the elbow back and turn the torso facing forward. So this is extended side angle. If that's too much, just place your hand on your thigh. What we're trying not to do is collapse into it or let the head flop. You want to have a nice, firm, we've been doing a lot of side body strengthening. So you're just taking your side body right here. Good. Okay. If you choose, slide your left thumb up your side body, reach the arm up overhead. And then your final option is to bring the upper arm overhead. So your upper arm's in line with your ear. But this is perfect right here too, with the hand on the hip, elbow pressed back. All right, one more breath. It's been a long time. Place your hand on the inside edge of your right knee. So the back of the hand is in the right knee, and straighten that front knee for triangle. So again, you've got this sturdy, strong side body. You can take your left arm up overhead or leave it right where it was. Good, one more breath. Nice. And then bring your hand back to your hip. Right hand is on the thigh, knee is soft. Press back up to standing. Turn your toes facing forward. Roll the shoulders back, hinge from the hip crease, slide the hands down the thighs until your hands reach the block. Wobble the pelvis back and forth. Get a nice stretch in that inner thigh. All right. Now from here, can you squiggle your feet, heel toe your feet toward each other for a nice forward fold, half forward fold maybe. Soften the knees, hands on the hips with the elbows pressed back, root down through your feet and come to standing. Inhale the arms up overhead, palms together, and lower down to your heart. Take a wide stance. Hands to the hips. Left toes face the front of the mat. Right heel kicks back. All right, you ready for this? Torso turns towards that front left leg. Take a gentle bend to the front knee. Left hand comes onto the thigh for support, or the forearm comes onto the thigh for support. Palm faces toward the ceiling. Lengthen your spine, keep the core strong. Right hand is on the hip, elbow presses back, turn your torso facing forward. Keep your right elbow pressing back, or slide your right thumb up your side body, reach the right arm up overhead, or as you press that forearm into the thigh, lengthening that whole structure of your torso, maybe you want to bring the upper arm in line with the ear. One more breath here. Bring your right hand back to your hip. Left back of the hand presses into the inner aspect of the left knee and straighten the front knee. Keep the heart facing forward. Hand stays right where it is, or the arm can reach up overhead for triangle. Good. Keep that nice side body structure long and strong. Good. Hand comes back to the hip. Left hand slides onto the thigh. Nice little bend to the knee, straighten up. Turn toes facing forward again. Lengthen your spine, hinge forward. Hands on the thighs or the blocks for a wide forward fold. Now, if you choose, take your hands over to your right ankle for a stretch across the right hamstring. Try not to hyperextend your knees. There you go, Mary. Soften your knees just a little bit. Good. Come back to center and go to the other side. You can take your blocks with you if you want. Good. Well, that stretch looks like it feels good, Ed. Yep. Good. I love how you modify for what works for you. Come back to center. Bend your knees a lot. And press up to standing. Squiggle your feet in toward each other. Shake it out. All right, we've got a few more minutes. We're just going to do I know this is a lot. This is a very more intense practice, but we're going to do some standing poses with weights. And if you want to do them sitting down in a chair, by all means, just grab a chair. You're still doing great. So grab your weights. You can be sitting in a chair doing this, or you're standing up. I will say that standing up will build your core just a little bit more. All right, find your mountain pose. I'm going to give you options here. So you have chair option, you have just going through the motion option, or you have adding the legs option. Okay? So find your seated or standing mountain pose. I think everybody's standing. Okay. And we're going to start with the biceps. So we're just going to bring fingertips to shoulders, and then 45, bring the fingertips out, the arms out to the side. Okay? Squeeze the bicep muscle as you're doing this. Your option is to come into chair legs, and then when you do the one out to the side, stand up. When you're doing the ones to your forward, you stay in chair, and then when you're doing out to the side, you stand up, or just stay standing the whole time. Good. Squeeze that bicep. Beautiful. Fingertips to biceps, chair. Straighten the legs, arms out to the side. Elbows stay locked into the side body. All right, even when you're doing those arm out to the side. Good, that's better, Arlene, good. 2 more. Nice. Good, Mary Lee. Penny. Very nice. Verna, good. Guys look great. Katie, awesome. Good. Okay, roll the shoulders back. All right, the next one is tricep press back. So we're going to bend at the elbows here, palms facing us. Going to hinge forward just a little bit. Soften your knees, hinge forward just a little bit, and then press back. So bending at the elbows and press back. Pause here as you press back. Bend and press back. Hold, bend and press back. Good. Just a little bit of hinging forward so you don't put anything on the lower back. Good. Press back. Nice. And back. Let's do 3 more. You feel these in your triceps always, right? Triceps don't get a lot of work in the course of a day. You have to actually mindfully strengthen those guys, gals. Okay, we're going to do goalpost again with goddess legs. So this is your choice. If you want to come to goddess legs, or maybe just take a nice wide stance. But if you're going to take goddess legs, let the tailbone lengthen. Keep that core strong. Don't stick your butt out, okay? Tailbone reaches toward the earth. And then bring your arms to goddess arms. Roll the shoulders back. Plug that head of the arm bone into the shoulder. Okay, palms are facing out, right? Now I'm going to draw the elbows forward, and palms are facing toward my face. Palms are facing out, and palms are pressing toward my face. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3 more like this. If you can press those elbows back just a little bit, strengthen that space between your shoulder blades, your rhomboid and your mid-trapezius. Also working the shoulder joints here. All right, Verna, we're going to do overhead press to get the shoulders. So if you need to lower your weights, we're going to now straighten the legs and reach the arms up overhead. And then bend the knees, bring the arms down. Straighten and stretch. Bend. Good. Working your deltoids and your upper trapezius muscles across the shoulders. Good. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. You feel this in your across the shoulders a little bit. And last one. Good. Nice. And lower the arms down. Squiggle the feet in toward each other. All right, last one. Hands in front of the pelvis. We're going to lift up to the heart. Actually, have your palms facing each other. Keep the elbows lower than your shoulders. And then try to get the elbows to touch each other. So just lower, lift, palms face each other, elbows press toward each other. Open. Good. Turn the palms facing down. Lift up, out and back, together and down. Good. Press up. This is working, again, the back body, the mid-traps and the rhomboids, as well as the shoulder, the deltoids. Let's do 2 more. Lift up, press back, together and down. Last one. Press up, back, together and down. And roll your shoulders out. Take your weights with you. We're going to get down on the floor. Put one on either side. That's not going to make you have to turn in a weird way to pick them up. All right, so just lie down in constructive rest. Have a block nearby as well. Okay. All right. Everybody good? All right, lie back. Give yourself a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage that lower back. Good, 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 good. All right. Keep your right leg into your chest and extend your left leg up toward the sky. And then either tap the foot or slowly lower it down. Bring it back into the chest. We're just going to do 5 or 6 of the same one. So draw that left knee into the chest, extend it toward the sky, either tap it on the floor or slowly lower it down. Good. And then 2 more. Last one. Nice. And then switch sides, so hold on to that left leg. Extend the right leg up toward the sky. You can either tap it or slowly lower it down to the short end of the mat. Bring it back into your chest and extend it back up. Let's connect with your breath. Let's do 3 more. Extend and lengthen. Slowly lower it down or tap it into the chest. Inhale, it lengthens. Exhale, it lowers. Last one. And then give yourself another hug. Holding on to both knees. Hold on to the tops of your knees and row the knees out to the side. And go the other direction. Good. Place your right foot down and cross your left leg over top of it so your ankle is on top of your left knee. Flex your left foot and use your breath to press the knee away from you. Feel the breath. And then either do your pelvic tilting to get sensation in your left hip or lift the right foot up and reach for the back side of your right thigh and draw that in towards your chest. Rock side to side and look for the sensation that suits you best. And however you find it is where you need to be. Good. All right, lower your right foot down, but now cross your left leg over top of the thigh, so thigh to thigh, squeezing the thighs toward the midline. And bring your arms up to eagle arms. So arms straight overhead, straight toward the ceiling, fingers pointing toward the sky. Bend your elbows so your thumbs are pointing at your ears. And then either just join the forearms and the palms into modified eagle arms, or cross your right elbow over top of your left elbow and bring the backs of the hands together, squeezing everything toward the midline. If you choose to lift your legs up and touch your elbows to your knee, you can just tap your toe and then elbow to knee, or just stay where you are, or keep your foot completely connected to the floor. And let's do one more breath. Uncross your arms, uncross your legs, rock your knees side to side. And let's get a full body stretch in there. Oh, big sigh. One more breath in. Lower the arms down and bend your knees back up, placing your right ankle on top of your left knee. Flex your foot. Pelvic tilt, tip side to side, or lift your left foot up, reaching your hands through for the back of your left thigh. Draw it in towards your chest, wiggle around, find sensation. Typically, tipping over toward the left side will really enhance that right hip stretch. Some people like to extend their left leg up toward the sky to get a hamstring stretch. So it's what your body is asking and looking for today. So I could tell you 20 different things, and only one of them is what your body really wants. So you get to find that. That's where we explore, use our body as a lab, and be curious about what our body wants and needs today. All right, one more breath. And then lower your left foot down and cross your right leg over top. Come back to eagle arms, so fingers pointing toward the sky. Bend the elbows, palms face each other, thumbs toward the ears, and then take your forearms together and palms together, or cross your left elbow over top of your right. Bring the backs of the hands together, squeeze toward the midline, squeeze the legs toward the midline, keep it active. And then you can stay right here or draw elbow to knee. You can even take your fingertips over towards your forehead a little bit more. What sensation is your body seeking? Shavasana. 2 more breaths. Good. Uncross your arms, uncross your legs, rock the knees side to side again. And find your block. Well, actually, no, not your block yet. Find your weights, sorry. Find your weights. They should be right by your side. We're doing our tree hugger. So take your arms out to a 45-degree angle from your body with your palms facing toward the midline. And then lift your arms up, doing a fist pump with your hands, not over your face, but over your heart. And then open the elbows back out to the side. Use your pectoralis muscles here, your chest muscles. So you really want to engage and take awareness to those chest muscles, like you're trying to squeeze the chest muscles together, and then allow them to open and stretch back out. So we're just giving that big, elbow stay soft, just giving that nice big tree hugger movement. All right, it looks like this. Good. Couple more as suits you. Keep those elbows nice and soft. Puppies are helping with this, I see. 2 more. Mary Lee, you're getting lots of help. Or no, Mary Jarvis, you're getting lots of help, aren't you? All right. Now place the blocks on your hip points, right where the leg connects to the torso, if you choose to do bridge with a little added weight. If you choose not to, then just set the weights down and bring your arms down by your side with your palms facing your torso. All right, so wherever you are, put some more weight on the heels of your feet with your knees hip distance apart. Make sure your head is not tipped towards your chest, that your neck is in alignment. And then as you're ready, lengthen your tailbone and press your heels into the earth and lift the hips and torso. So if you've got the weights on your hips, your hands are on your hips. If you choose not to use the weights, you're pressing the backs of the arms into the earth and the feet. Keep the head soft. Isometrically send your shins forward and feel the hamstrings fire up. Exhale, lower back down. We're going to do that 3 more times, holding for at least 10 seconds. If you choose, if that's not in your plan today, just lift and lower. So you inhale, lift, exhale, lower, or see if your body is open to staying in this position for a little while. Open up through the mid-chest, lift the heart, send the shins forward isometrically to fire up the hamstrings, and then lower back down. Let's do 2 more. Or keep going dynamically if that felt better for you. And lower, and then last one. Good. Either weights or no weights. Good. Feet are as close to the buttocks as feels safe for your knees. Good. Good. And then go ahead and lower back down. Now find your block, and we'll do resting bridge if you choose, or you can use a blanket or not at all. So you're going to put it the wide space across your sacrum. It shouldn't be on your lower back. It should be on your pelvis, on your sacrum. So it should be nice and wide as the hips are wide. Lift the hips, place the block. Stay here in resting bridge if you choose. Allow the pelvis to feel really heavy and release. But then if you want, go ahead and bring one or both knees into the chest. And if that's fun for you, extend the legs up into a nice big V. Hold on to the inner thighs and really continue stretching through those inner thighs like we did at the beginning of practice. And then just be playful. Listen to your body and see how it wants to play. And just be curious, as you might do something you've never done before. This is where I watch you all to get ideas. Crisscrossing, yeah, Myrna, good. Crisscrossing's nice. Cassie's crisscrossing. Oh, and Ed's doing a bicycle. That's cool. Claudia's got the big, okay. Katie's got the V to short V to tall V going. And Penny's doing some circles. I like it. Y'all are doing something different. So when I tell you what to do, you're not listening to your body as much. You're listening to me. So this is really awesome. Good. All right. And then if you're done playing, then go ahead and lower your feet back down, and you can stay in resting bridge for Shavasana if you choose. If you want to take it off, take it off. If you want to do a psoas stretch with your hips still on the block, you can just lengthen one or both legs down to the short end of the mat, and that'll stretch that psoas. Make sure it's not going into your lower back. And then whenever you feel ready, if you've done all the poses that you need to do to settle into a rather short Shavasana again today, I want to encourage you to stay in Shavasana if you would like to, so you don't have to come out of Shavasana when I say. That's the beauty of Zoom yoga. You can even turn me off now if you want, or just ignore us when we come out of Shavasana. All right, so settle into your space. Take a couple nice cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through your open mouth. Just inviting any additional release of tightness or tension. And then follow your quiet breath for a few times just to release and let go. So just softening into spaces, softening the creases of your face, allowing the shoulders and buttocks to feel heavy, the spine to release. And then just settle. Let go of your conscious breath and allow the breath to breathe itself. And again, the words of Donna Falls, where she says, courage is starting where there is no secure outcome, no sure result. The secret is you can begin again at any time. Take one deep breath and dive. So take that big deep breath. Nice long exhalation. Staying in Shavasana for as long as you want, or if you feel ready, or your puppy's ready. Start to wiggle fingers and wiggle toes. Mary, you didn't catch a break, did you? Gently turn your head side to side. I think he was worried about you. Lift your hips, take yourself out of your take yourself out of your resting bridge if you're ready. Roll over onto your side. Think about where you might need and be able to begin again, begin again, begin again. No judgment, just begin again. And press those hands into the earth and come to a seat that's comfortable for yourself. Another full breath in, long breath out. And please know that all the light and love in my heart honors that same light and love in each of yours. Bow your head to honor your own practice. Then blink your eyes open and take a peek at your Sangha here and greet each other with Namaste. Let me make you in the grid view so you can see everybody. There. Namaste, everybody. Thanks so much for being here today. I honor your courage to keep coming back and try new things and stick with the program. That says a lot about you. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks,
You're
Kathy.
welcome. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm going to stop recording so we can